Mr. Daps and Johnny Five, a new show every week. Give a snap and raise your mug for the corner full of geeks.
Wait a minute, we can't use that music. We'll get sued.
What should we do?
I got an idea. Hey Siri, restart the opening crawl.
Sending a message to Admiral Akbar.
No, the opening crawl.
Restarting.
Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
In 1911, there was a massive fire on Coney Island. On Coney Island was a display for the very first premature baby facility, wherein 9 premature babies were kept and being raised successfully. None of the babies died in that fire. Though none of the firefighters could go in, they were saved by the at the time named Coney Island Freak Show. They went back into the flames to save all 9 babies.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a stellar fun fact.
I'm
And
amazed.
it's the first one that came up for 9, so...
I'm amazed you remembered the entire thing. Like, that was pretty good.
Me too!
So it's an interesting thing. This is episode 901, and we don't actually know what season we're starting, but I did some math earlier.
Math is good.
So we do 52 episodes a year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to tell them how they can join and fix our math?
Yeah, I was gonna wait for the right
Thank
opportunity.
you.
And I'm Cameron. That was all right. No, use the hashtag Geeks Corner if you want to talk to us. We're going to be talking about a lot of fun things, historical and new. Hashtag Geeks Corner on the Twitter. Talk at us. We might talk back.
Exactly. So we started with episode 1 of Geeks Corner on October 10th or
very good
5th
place to
of
start.
2010, something like that.
It's very reassuring that you don't know.
52 episodes later, we
Yes.
started season 1 with episode 101, which was actually season 2.
Yes.
So doing that math,
I don't like this.
that means we have done 468 episodes over the course of the last 9 years.
And Bailey's still watching.
And Bailey is still watching. Did I do the math right, Bailey? You can let me know on the Twitter and
On
hopefully-
the Twitter. On the Twitter
Yeah.
machine.
The Twitter machine.
The Twitter.
Up to the time. Here's the news.
Yes. Stephen Thomas would like to join in the conversation. He says that I see that Cameron has continued to fail in his quest to destroy Mr. Daps. That is true. I'm still here.
True.
And that's hopefully a good thing. So tonight we thought it would be fun throughout the show. We're going to play a little bit of a game.
Games.
Yes, because we like games. And it's Geek's First Words. Since you were talking about babies, we'll just continue with the theme. So I went through and watched many episodes of Geek's Corner.
I'm so sorry.
Which is a first for me, because I usually just live them and forget that they exist. But
That's healthy.
That's why other people transfer the YouTube.
exactly. So we're going to go through different members of the Geeks Corner crew through the years, and what was their first thing that they said on Geeks Corner.
Oh, man.
This is. I thought it was just our own.
So we're going to start with me and Johnny 5, since we started the very first episode. What was the first thing that I said?
Besides.
Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm
that.
In our case, it's what was the first thing?
Welcome to
Welcome.
Geeks Corner.
It was not.
Oh.
We had not developed the welcome yet. I actually said, "Hey there, I'm Mr. Daps."
Hey there, hi there, ho there.
And Johnny actually has been consistent from day one, and he said, "And I'm Johnny 5."
And I'm Johnny 5.
And then what did we talk about?
You said, why are you Johnny 5?
And then he explained that he had a
5.
on
I actually
a
said
test.
why, because I was confused by what was going on, because that was actually an unscripted moment.
Thank goodness you corrected us on that. We would never have known
I'm
the
just
difference.
It's
going
like when
in.
you say your line in a production and your theater teacher goes, well, actually, there was a comma that you ignored.
No, they never
That
did that
pause
with
was
me.
put in by the playwright for a reason. You are disrespecting their work by
And you
not
are
recognizing
ignoring
it.
their choice, and I don't like your acting choice. We're going back.
So from now on, the rules are changing for everybody else's first words, because literally every person after this
Says their
said,
name.
"And I'm so and so."
Yes.
Easy.
And as I was going through, it was amazing. Everybody said that.
Well, I would hope so.
I don't know.
I would really hope so.
So everybody copied Johnny.
We're
Anyway,
just a bunch of copycats.
apparently, I don't know.
We're not original.
So we'll continue with this as the show goes on, and now we'll move on to our first topic of the night, and that's Bob Iger. The buck stops with Bob.
Bobby Eggs.
In
Good Truman reference to start things off.
I like Truman. In terms of Star Wars, and specifically Solo, a Star Wars story, he did an interview with The Hollywood Reporter last week.
That
where,
would be the Starbuck stops here.
no, it's a different company.
that was Howard Schultz.
That was Howard Schultz.
Gotcha.
Follow him on Instagram.
He created Instagram today.
so-
Thanks, Uncle Howie.
Bob Iger said that
First name basis,
Yeah,
are we?
we're buddies now.
You know
Bobby!
Bob.
That-
You know Bob.
Barbarino.
Bobby Eggs.
Basically, it was he that decided Solo should not be moved back,
was he.
and it should come as quickly as it did, and that led to what he felt was some of the lack of success of Solo's Star Wars story. 1, do you agree with him? 2, is he right?
I just really love the visual of it coming across his desk, and he like stands up and he's like, "No." Like I just like to imagine.
This
That's,
cannot stand.
exactly. That's just what I like to imagine.
I like that he is demonstrating excellent leadership by showing
Absolutely.
where I guarantee it was not his oversight that caused the rush in it. There are many moving parts to all of this. There's no way someone that high up in leadership can be fully aware of every minutia decision of what's happening, especially like release schedule. That would be a little bit lower on the priority list. So him taking ownership of that just shows very good leadership.
In protecting his team,
Yes.
and he
Yeah.
just re-upped Kathleen Kennedy for another 3 years.
Yes, which was a great
which
choice.
is
Was
an
a
excellent
fantastic
choice.
decision.
What do you think she's brought to the Star Wars franchise since she took over a few years ago?
Redemption.
Yeah,
Is that word?
Honestly.
Oh,
I think that's almost not strong
Consistency.
enough of a word.
I think that there's a level of standard that was set. No, but like there was a really high bar that was set that Kathleen Kennedy said we hit this bar or not
Thank
at
the
all.
maker.
And thank the maker.
Well, there's a similar word to that is reverence. It feels like she has reverence for the material she's working with. which is not to say the people who've worked with it before did not. However, the establishment of positions like Keeper of the Holocron, which do nothing but look at the work and make sure it lands in continuity and that kind of stuff, it's all very important, reverential stuff for the material. So,
well, and I think the thing she's done is she's been respectful, but she's moved it in a new direction in places that it probably wouldn't have gone before, which makes for interesting storytelling because you don't know what's going to happen. Like, literally anything could happen in the next movie, and we're going to probably speculate about it for the next year and 2 months, and more than likely we'll be wrong. And that's great.
And that's a very good thing.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's what was great about The Last Jedi, too.
And we've talked it into a bag about how much people disliked it because it wasn't exactly what it played out in their heads, but nobody wants to see what they want. Like,
yeah, that's always disappointing.
Yeah.
It never lives up.
The best movies to surprise you.
Continuing with the Star Wars theme, Millennium Falcon attraction details were released through the Target release of Solo: A Star Wars Story. See, Solo brought us so many good things. Lando, in your case, and his closet full
my
of...
case alone, Donald Glover was cast solely on my inspiration.
Closet full of capes for Cameron.
Oh, it's not a closet. It's most of the room.
Okay.
That's the cape room.
Anyway, you wrote the article on it. You want to talk about what you were excited about with the Millennium?
I'm excited about everything. It really confirms a lot of things we already know. Like, if you don't complete the mission properly, there's going to be bartenders telling you that you have a tab with your name on it. Like, there's a level of, and I don't know how they're going to do it, but there's a level of truly interactiveness that the story is going to follow you. So it's like mission space, if mission space affected your time at Epcot, which is like, if you crash the ship, then congratulations. Like,
no more Australia.
Yeah. Now all of Epcot's after you. But I think it's just...
Oh, that would be terrifying. Over the water, like through the archway in Japan, like just oh, that'd be so good.
Well, it's like when you play video games and you see a bounty on someone's head and like everybody's going after that one person. Like, that would be what it is, you know?
How often were you the one person in video games? So anyways, Millennium Falcon.
Often.
There's 200 odd buttons in that ship.
I'm gonna hit them all!
How many even buttons?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go.
Didn't say.
I'm literally just gonna go.
So I like how they've done this, though, because they've placed it in a new area that we hadn't known with the Outpost, but they're using some characters that have come from Rebels, which is Hondo, who's a space pirate, and he's just ridiculously funny, I think. Like, he's a great character, and I'll be looking forward to seeing how they played that. But he's made some modifications to Millennium Falcon so that you can have more people sitting in it, gunners, pilots, engineers.
Can we call our positions, by the way? Because I want to be an engineer so bad.
You can be an engineer.
So bad. I mean, I assume...
I want to fly. We're going to fight.
I'll carry you.
I assumed you would be a gunner. That would be my assumption.
No, I want to fly.
I'm going to be an engineer so good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
I'll
then it's
also
going
shoot
to...
things.
And then what happens while you're in the ship is going to impact your future.
Which is crazy.
Or impact the ship.
Well, that too. We'll see how much.
Or you will impact, but too.
So, now that you know a little bit more about Millennium Falcon attraction, what do you think?
Oh, I hate it and I don't want to ride it at all.
Okay, I'll be the pilot. You can go on.
No!
I really like that they are bringing in the smuggler element of it more. I think it speaks really into the theme of the land they're trying to build. And the actual heritage of the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
They're using that, which is really, really cool. I also am curious, because excited is not the right word. I am curious to see how they incorporate and how immersive the elements are once you leave the attraction. Is it simply an acknowledgement by chance that it happens, or is it going to influence the rest of your experience in the land? I want to know what depth of effect that actually is. Because they're talking a really big game right now, but is it just a mention possibly later because it happens to be scanned onto whatever RFID thing that you're attached to, or is it something that will drastically alter how you experience the rest of the land, which I actually hope for the latter.
Yeah. I'm also curious, now that I heard you just talk a little bit more about it, where this fits into the overall Star Wars story. Because it sounds like it's going to really fit into the continuity of everything else that's going on, as opposed to how Marvel is kind of its own little entity within, like, it's not, what is it, the Marvel theme park universe? And this is actually part of the Star Wars galaxy. So I'm curious how Holdo...
Does that mean DJ Rex is
no,
now official Star
Hondo.
Wars Kando?
Kando!
Yeah. canon. But
DPRX.
I'm curious how Hondo ended up with a Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Finally, in this section, Vader Immortal is going to be an interactive VR experience, for lack of a better. It's part game, part movie, part
In your home.
everything. Quick thoughts on this. I'm gonna let you go first because you seem to be obsessed with VR more than the rest of us.
I do like the video games. For those of you who don't know, I do work on virtual reality games on the side. So it's really big news. Attached to Vader Immortal was also some announcements from Oculus, which is owned by Facebook, so a large company that runs it. They have a VR headset coming out that does not need to be attached to a computer, that is fully functional, so very close to what a console is.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
So it's a huge step forward for VR. It's going to make it a lot more accessible, and a title like Vader Immortal is going to be a really big push for more people to get involved, which excites me a lot. VR is very cool technology. They've described Vader Immortal as kind of an immersive story, which a lot of VR stuff is right now. It's a way of playing around the limitations of the technology, but it's also a very great immersive storytelling technique. Most importantly, though, Oculus has 6-point, I believe is what it's referred to, which is full allowance of motion. So a game like this will be extremely immersive and really give you a different storytelling option than any of the movies have up until this point, which I
And
like.
it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be awesome.
And you're going to get to face Darth Vader face to face with only a lightsaber between you and him. Well, two
lightsaber
probably. You're excited about this too?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited
All
about
right.
this.
Well, one of the things that Cameron likes to do as we move forward with the show is he likes to take things and pull them out of context, for lack of a better term. In fact, it is exactly what he does. And so we've got a video of Cameron taking us out of
Hopefully.
context, if this works with Tyler.
It's getting weird. Use the hashtag.
Benjamin Franklin wanted the national bird of America to be the turkey.
I actually knew that one.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble indeed.
Starting this argument. I'm not starting this argument. Nope. You see it? It was visually stunning. Thank you very much. I'm getting upset.
What would we eat if it was the turkey?
Eagles.
It's so embarrassing. It's not Dapper Day and they're dressed up.
They say while wearing bright lime green shirts and matching pants.
I'm like,
I am fluent in over 3 million forms of communication. So humble brag.
you know.
Sarah, toss my hair for me.
So continue. I like Mickey Mouse.
Fair choice.
Nope. No. We're not inviting anyone on the show anymore. We're done.
Speaking of blasphemy.
He's like, you know what? One day I'm gonna sit behind a camera and yell at other people.
Is this a good movie to make, period?
Katie, you have the floor.
Pew 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 pew.
We need to do a fruitcake resurgence.
Dang it.
But we wear the hats so that the people who don't need to know the thoughts can't get the thoughts. But we can get the thoughts.
Sushi.
He goes, but I can't do that.
That's amazing.
I'm just a sad farm boy.
I'm gonna stab you.
Oh, I'm tempted to mess with him, but I don't. It's just a funeral.
I am a Star Trek person.
He goes, pew 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 pew.
Is it nice?
I got a puppy. I mean, Mr. Dad's got a puppy, and I stole it.
That's not
not
nice.
as nice.
That's less
No.
nice.
And I literally do not get it.
So surround sound of yee, ooh, ah, the entire time.
Instead of Christmas, most Wookiees celebrate Life Day.
Most? What do the other ones celebrate?
Hanukkah.
Whoa!
That'd be funny too.
No,
It's
I
shorter. So it rained last weekend at Disneyland.
Woo!
How about you, Cameron?
I'm letting her live in this
Let her
moment.
bask in her moment.
I wrote a lot about food.
So here's my question.
Love food.
We went to Frontierland, to the back of where Galaxy's Edge is going to be. Can you not make fun of my hand
Sure.
motions right now?
Yeah.
I'm a particularly good finder.
We-
I find this very interesting. Literally.
We're about running out of time, Cameron.
Thank goodness.
Pew pewing.
Carving the
Why is
turkey.
your quail better than mine?
I'm making this up as we go along, so it's fine.
And we'll see who's right.
Is there
in
a
few
bar?
weeks.
Baby blue whales chug cottage cheese.
I'm on board with this.
You're disgusting.
Fresh Prince, perhaps?
Prince Philip. Go to Knott's Berry Farm and see the Billies. They got a great Christmas show.
Jingle bell.
You're welcome.
We're impressive. We know. It's okay.
We're hungry and we're thinking about sushi. So.
Oh, but sushi sounds so good, though.
I love sushi.
Oh.
I wanted to be so mad about the tweet whatever you think Katie's favorite food is, Nicole, but it's true.
Wait, is Katie?
Hey, that was us.
That was out of context. They didn't like that one. The other one, you gotta clap. I liked that one. That one was really funny. So maybe in another 9 years we'll get another one.
Yes, that's about how long it takes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Earl of Sandwich is back actually
It's back.
at the Disneyland Resort, and that means the holiday has returned just in time for the holidays, and Sundays will be fun again.
They have been.
They
haven't.
We've given up.
Well,
Yeah.
ever since Earl closed, we just stopped having fun.
One,
we were
how
there.
long do you think it's gonna last?
Oh, that got dark.
Next out of context.
we celebrate its life. We don't
Okay.
think about when it's gonna die.
All right, favorite thing on the menu, go.
The ham and cheese is so good.
Tuna melt.
Holiday. Tyler?
2.
Oh, the pesto chicken was really good.
Pesto chicken.
It's been a long time.
Wasn't that the seasonal one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a good one. Also announced that Paint the Night and Pixar Play Parade are disappearing at the beginning of November to make way for the holiday time festivities. What holiday festivity are you most looking forward to?
Does just snow count?
Yeah.
Just snow.
You're dreaming of a white Christmas?
Indeed, that smells vaguely
Just like the
cinnamon
one you never knew?
gingerbread.
Mm-hmm.
Food.
More out of context. Food? You're looking
Food.
forward to the
Always
holiday.
food.
Okay.
I love food. And eggnog. I love eggnog.
I like
Which
the
is not food.
fireworks.
Eggnog is a food group.
It's a food group?
Egg.
Let us know on Twitter what you think of this. Hashtag Geeks Corner. Is eggnog a food group?
Yeah.
Well, it's not
Egg.
part of the 4 main food groups. Candies,
Candy canes, candy corn,
corns,
and syrup. But it is the 5th one, which is egg.
And with all those powers combined, I am Captain Planet.
Okay, Thurston Howell.
This again.
Thurston Howell. I mean, I take the compliment. but-
So you guys also created a gift for all of our viewers, right?
yeah.
You sang something.
Oh,
kind
did
of-
we?
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, wow,
we
this is
got-
going to get awkward.
We got one more out of context, awkward moment that you guys
Out
created.
of context.
I don't know. I'm just running with it.
It's
So
in
let's take a look, Tyler.
context. Penguins are better than people. Seb, don't you think that's true?
He says people will beat you and curse you and cheat you. Every one of them's bad, except for you, apparently.
Thanks, Seb. But people smell better than penguins. Seb, don't you think I'm right?
That's, he says, once again true for all except for you?
You got me. Let's call it a night.
Sausage? Oh, good night.
Don't let the frostbite bite.
That was beautiful, guys. That was
Art.
that was
Musical
art.
number.
All right. So, continuing with the game.
Game.
What was Kate Everett's
Oh.
first statement after
Oh, no.
"and I'm Kate Everett"?
Glad to be here.
You're close.
Am I? I
You're
thought
kind
it was
of
something
close.
like that.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Okay, cool.
That's.
She was not only our first guest host, but she was our first guest, and that was pretty cool.
Aw.
How about Murray the Bellhop?
Catch up.
Catch up. Yep.
No, but that would have been good.
Would have been on brand.
We got into a discussion about why he was Murray the Bellhop,
oh, okay.
and he said he's always been Murray the Bellhop.
always been right.
I've always been Murray the Bellhop.
It's outside of time.
Next, Hallie.
Mhm.
She actually didn't say, and I'm Hallie. She said, I'm Hallie, question mark ish. It could have gone either way.
That's a weird
And
sentence to
then-
start with.
And then what happened?
John said a girl? No. Yeah? Someone, there was...
You're in the right direction.
Yeah, I know.
John actually asked, why are you here? What was her response?
I don't know.
Pretty much. She said, I'm not really sure.
There it is.
Then there was Jessica. What do you think she said?
This is a really difficult game.
I know.
That was not what she said.
No, she said, Jessica, and I don't have a fancy name.
I don't have a fancy name.
That is true.
Neither do we.
Let's skip down to Haley.
Oh.
What did Haley the Hatter and I speak about first on her first episode?
Was it how you met?
No.
No.
We dove right into some hard-hitting topics.
Fashion.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say fashion or fairy dust.
Favorite Disney theme park, which was... Do you want to guess?
It's not a guess, I know the answer.
California Adventure.
What's the answer?
Epcot.
And favorite attraction was...
Oh, goodness.
He said Epcot for those that couldn't hear it. What? Test Track.
Test Track.
At least
This is the Newlywed Game.
that
by the
was
way.
episode 345, so you can go back and look.
Combined with Predator.
Yeah.
Cameron, what was the second thing that you said after I said, or after you said, and I'm Cameron? Because you did say that in your first.
I mean, probably something a bit pious, I would assume. But
You weren't wearing shoes, so.
did we talk about me not wearing shoes?
No, you said to go to your local library.
Yeah, that is so on brand for me. It makes me happy.
Isn't it wonderful? And then, Katie, what did you say?
Was it a sound effect?
No.
Honestly, all I know is that I blacked out. I was so scared.
Ooh, was it about coffee? Was it about coffee?
The episode was about coffee.
The episode's about coffee.
Yeah.
It's called
So-
Caffeination Domination. It's episode 503, I think, or
Yep.
502. I blacked out. I am so sorry. I was so
she
scared.
said, I'm Katie. And then we had Doc Brown come in.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
And then I made a comment of how I didn't realize that he was now Scottish.
Yes.
And
That was a strong choice.
and Katie jumped in and said, it's Scott-ish.
I am so funny.
She made a pun?
She made a pun.
Yes, my 19th
And that was her
birthday, and I was
first-
making jokes.
First statement
That
on
was my
Geeks
20th?
Corner.
I don't know. I was an age.
We don't know.
Yes,
Episode
we
503.
stand an
You can go
icon.
look. You still thinking about that?
No, he's
I'm commenting silently.
Okay. It's commenting or something else.
terrible.
You never really know.
So funny.
Looking here, we've got Jason said he thinks that Eggnog's a food group.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
Steven is saying, I look forward to Jingle Cruise coming back, question mark, hashtag it's not though, hashtag sad skipper, hashtag Geeks Corner.
At least we
Very
didn't have
true.
to break the news to you.
That is true. We didn't have to. Bailey excited for the return of the Penguins, return of all the Penguins.
March of the
So
Penguins.
we'll try to get more this coming year. And
The season of penguins.
and Jason also makes the observation that he feels like with tonight's game, Miss Bailey probably got the highest score, which
I hope
yeah.
so.
I would think
Yeah.
so. We were actually thinking it'd be fun for you to compile a list of all sorts of facts that the
We
Geeks
thought it would
Corner
be fun
had.
for you to do a ton of work for
Mm-hmm.
us.
No, but we thought we
paid
should start
poorly.
compiling. We're still here. We thought we should start compiling factoids
Yeah.
about our show and,
Like,
and create
how many
something.
songs have we done?
I don't
How
know.
many guests have we had?
I don't know, but I do know we are running out of time.
Well, in that case, you should go to thegeekscorner.com and watch several unannounced number seasons of show that we have. We're now
How many
in the
did we
ninth.
decide? Okay.
525,600 minutes worth of shows. It's actually close to 240 hours, which means that it was close to 10 solid days worth of
And
episodes.
I've seen most of them.
Which is thegeekscorner.com, 10 solid days worth of episodes. Get at it.
You've got time. Go over to dapsmagic.com, check out all the Disney and geek news as it happens, and subscribe to our mailing list and find out how to become a Daps Magic maker.
And subscribe to this channel. And if you're watching on YouTube, there's a little bell underneath us right now. You should click on that because then you'll get notifications every time that Tyler goes like this. But no, it'll actually be every time we upload something, so you never miss one of our new videos because we're trying to get more and more up. And you can also get notifications from Patreon for that as well. But we hope you're having an absolutely fantastic evening. Thank you guys for kicking us off into whatever season this is.
I about lost my shoe.
There you go. But for now, we will see you around the corner.
Bye!